Respect, not genuine love, respect, praise. That's straight face talent to the genuine ones only. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? What's going on? Have a safe remaining day and have a safe week. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Hey, what's going on? Listen, hate in disguise. We don't do all that drama over here. Return back to sender. Say it for your mama. Hello, it's the thought process for me. Return back to sender. Yo, what the hell is wrong with people? Nah, for real. What the hell is wrong with people? It's the thought process for me. Excuse me, 1 second. You ever had to reevaluate your thought process within reevaluate your thought process? What the hell is wrong with people? No, for real. Thought process! 1 second. It's registering. Thought process! Hello! It's working. All right. Yo, let me ask you a question. Within asking you a question, I'm gonna talk to people in the back too today. What's going on? How you doing? Okay. You know, y'all don't like to come to the front. Y'all like to stay in the back. Y'all like to hard. Yo, you ever had to reevaluate your thought process, but then reevaluate your thought process, say to yourself as how loyal you are as a person? No, for real. Like, you know, you didn't just wake up loyal. No, you didn't. It took time to understand the definition of, to be loyal. You know what I'm saying? Because to be loyal, you got to be loyal to yourself. And at one point in time in your life, you was not loyal to yourself. And if you sit here and say otherwise, you are goddamn lie. You are lie. You are lie. You are lie. You are lie. But you know what was the amazing part about it, though, at the end of the day? Is that when you heal from certain things in your life that transpire in your life and you genuinely mean what you say what you mean without wearing a mask, because people could quickly say, like, I'm healed over something. But maybe 10, 20 years, you get triggers within your life and things start to pop up. You start to feel comfortable, or your sleeping patterns is off because of how you feeling, whatever transpired, what transpired. For you showing up for yourself. And you reevaluating your thought process, saying yourself is, you are so loyal to yourself today that you understood the definition of the assignment within healing and allowing God to work in your favor. You know, when you're loyal to yourself, you're going to be loyal to other people around you. But when you see something for what it truly is, you're going to remove yourself. You know, and sometimes when people remove themselves from disloyal people, whatever the case may be, like, people could be around disloyal people for a long time, right? Because it's the norm. But once they remove themselves from that toxic behavior, they start to reevaluate their thought process and say to themselves, yo, I breathe differently today. Like, are you crazy? What was I thinking? Thinking this was okay. No, because when you're brought into a situation, and this is what you're raised and groomed to see or you see around you, you think it's okay, and it's not okay. Like, it's not. It's unhealthy for you. It's extremely unhealthy for you. It is, because having disloyal people around you will stop you from becoming your best self version of yourself. Especially the areas that you need to show up for yourself, that is very important, that God has stored within us, like self-awareness, self-healing, self-respect, self-peace, self-basis, self-control, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-care, self-value, self-love, self-worth, self-patience, and healthy boundaries. These are tools that God has stored within us so we can become our best self-vision of ourselves. So to understand what loyalty is, you have to stay true to yourself to understand that having self-awareness and being genuinely true to yourself, I'm talking about for you personally, to understanding yourself, you gotta mean what you say and say what you mean. Like, you can't wear a mask when you say you love yourself. It ain't gonna make sense. Like, you can't sit here and say that you feeling like you feeling like the enemy is allowing you to feel like you're discouraging yourself and you living in fear because you feel like something is stopping you and not allowing you to become your best self vision of yourself, because you're in and out of tune with yourself. 1 minute you feel like you up, 1 minute you feel like you down. You trying to pick yourself, trying to figure yourself out, but it's so hard for you to get in tune with yourself. But you trying to find the pieces within the piece of you showing up for yourself, and it just becomes a battle within the battle. You don't know who to confide in, you don't know who to talk to. It's just like you all over the place within your process of you trying to figure yourself out, and you just want to be at peace with yourself, and you want to understand the genuine meaning of loyalty, because what you saw was not loyalty. People going against their neighbor, hurting their neighbor, having malicious intentions, disrespecting people at the end of the day, then trying to bring harm towards them. Like how you antagonize somebody and then play victim, and then you can't understand the consequences behind it. I'm not saying it's right, because once you antagonize somebody, you don't know how a person's going to react. Or you didn't understand your trauma that you was endured within you as a child, and it went into your adulthood. You had dealing with trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. Maybe being sexually assaulted, or overlooked, or whatever, abused, whatever you put a name to your book, abandoned, whatever name you put to your book, and you just trying to figure it out. But you kept making excuses after excuses after excuses why you can't show up for yourself. But you knew that you knew how to show up for yourself. Because why? God gave you another day to see. Another day. So when it starts with healing, it starts with you. You got to stay true to yourself to understand at the end of the day. I got to understand the assignment within the assignment, because God chose me. God allowed me to see another day. God is being patient with me. You're entitled to freedom of speech, but when it starts with healing, it starts with you. You got to be genuine yourself and stay true to yourself. When you look at the reflection of yourself and say, you know what? I don't want to stop myself from not being able to become my best self vision, because this was endured within me, and I don't understand how to stay true to myself and respect myself, to have self-awareness in a healthy way, to balance myself out at day-to-day activities or whatever it is in your book. But when it starts with you got to stay true to yourself in a healthy way, not in a toxic way at the end of the day. Because all it's going to do is allow you to be in a mindset where you don't need to be. And that's in the mindset of the enemy, to be discouraged or live in fear. And that's not what God installed within you. No. God installed patience within you, because God will allow you to believe that God's going to guide you, because God gave you faith. God gave you hope. God allows you to believe that you are the miracle within yourself, regardless to what trauma was endured within you, regardless to what you done just did. God's going to be patient with you, especially when you're not bringing malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. God's going to guide you. God's going to guide you. If you're not doing this very moment, hurting somebody, bringing malicious intentions to somebody, God's going to guide you. But it's when you're ready. You got to be mentally ready to understand the definition of what healing looks like. When you get in tune with yourself, you ain't got to say that, everybody belief is different. But God is true. God is genuine. God will guide you. And I say that respectfully. But you got to understand the definition of staying genuine and true to yourself. Just because you see everybody else hailing and whatever the case may be, and you trying to be down or whatever, it ain't going to make sense in your book. It's going to be conversations that they're going to be talking about. You're going to be looking at like, what are they talking about? Because you don't understand. It's going to be things that they're going to be discussing within themselves, because they don't know who to trust, and you're supposed to be their outlook, and you don't even know. You're just the one looking in, and you don't even know what to say, because you was wearing the mask the whole entire time, and you running away from these folks because you think these people are crazy now. Because they get in tune with themselves, and you're not ready to face your music. Your trauma is that bad. It's that deep. But you got to remember, it's never their time when it comes to healing. It's when you genuinely choose yourself first to say, you know what, I'm ready. And I'm mentally ready to start my genuine healing. With God's protection for every direction. God got your back. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. I sure appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. You deserve to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intentions, being harm to yourself and others around you. Protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. Never allow the enemy or hate disguise or personal malicious intentions like yours. Your thought process, loving your freedom, because you are worthy and you matter. Protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. I should appreciate the time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe remaining day. God is not for sale. Protect your energy, because not everybody's having your time. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Now your genuine love, respect. Have a safe remaining week with God's protection for every direction. Protect your energy.